Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a channel update. I'm going to let you in on behind the scenes. I'm going to talk about subscriber growth here on YouTube, videos from the past year, Patreon growth, the video equipment, my current living situation, and confirm some yearly videos that will once again be happening in 2022. First up, subscriber growth. 1st of January 2021, the channel had 22,820 subscribers. The 1st of January 2022, the channel had 28,367 subscribers, an increase of 5,547 or 24%. Not too shabby. I remember when the channel had only 5,000 subscribers, so to get that in a year is kind of cool to me. I got more subscribers in the year 2020, and Bloodborne certainly helped with that. As well as the Q&A videos. You really like those. I managed to do 2 of them in the 1 year. And you best believe there's going to be a 30k Q&A. Videos of 2021. I view 2021 as a year of experimentation. I started a bunch of different stuff, or tried my hand at it. I did a couple of pitch videos, did live streaming, did some interviews. It was good. It was like learning new skills. I think the live streaming is definitely done. Too many technical problems, and I found overall the experience to be hollow. When I'm just talking at people for a couple of hours, it's not the same. I need a bit of back and forth. The pitch videos, I might do one for The Last of Us Part 3. I'm not sure. The game just, even if I pitch something, it could be completely different. I'm not sure if I want to do that. And then the interviews, chatting to folks, that was nice. I don't have anything planned, but wouldn't rule out another one. As for some of my favourite videos, my own personal favourites, I quite enjoyed the Metal Gear Solid 2 episodes, Bloodborne, the Old Hunters episode, and of course, GTA Vice City, which introduced Platinum Journey having a title, handwritten, inspired by Nathan Drake writing in his journal, which of course is inspired by Indiana Jones writing in his journal. Also in GTA Vice City, I was able to kind of utilize a map and be able to zoom in around it, inspired by Top Gear specials, which are also inspired by Indiana Jones, when they use the map and they show where you're going from here to here. So everything just comes back to Indiana Jones, doesn't it? I used that map again in the Pokemon episode. I was able to move my little guy around the map in Pokemon Emeralds. That was cool. It was quite nice being a guest on a couple of podcasts this past year. I was on Platinum Podcasts, Joel, Lewis, and Lucy and myself. Quick word about that. I was very drunk. So it was my day off. I started drinking around 2, probably 2, and then just viewed it as, I'm hanging out with Lewis, Joel, and Lucy. It's grand and even. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just rock up. I'll have some Guinness for that. I'm drinking beer at the moment. And yeah, we'll just hang out. It'll be fine. I kind of forgot we're recording. And then the recording was 2.5 hours long. And then the combination of lager and stout. So if you notice at the beginning of it, there's kind of a half pint glass where I'm drinking lager from, and then there's the pint glass of Guinness. So combining those two on top of already 4 hours of drinking, the second half of that podcast, I couldn't really remember. I had this ball of nerves of, I can't believe we recorded that. Why? Nobody told me we were recording it. The public are going to see this. Slur my words quite heavy towards the end, and then just telling everyone how great I think they are. So that's the kind of drunk I am. Slur my words and telling everyone they're just great. There will be another one. We're planning one sometime this year. The first time I did Platinum Podcast, terrible audio, terrible video. The second time I did it, drunk, terrible video, because I just rocked up at the webcam. Next time I do it, I'm going to give it the proper treatment. I'm going to give them lights, and I'm going to use this camera. I got a cam link to make it a webcam. So I'll give them a bit of respect, and I won't start drinking until the beginning of the podcast. I was also a guest on Missing Collectibles channel, which is pretty cool. Pete's a patron, so I knew him quite well from all the hangouts we do. And then getting to know Will, immediately liked him. My favourite moment from it was at a certain point, I'm asking a question to the Pete and Will. This is after covering their college days and their quote-unquote hazing. And I haven't even gotten out my question, and Pete is already snickering because he knows, all right, whatever, throw the notes out. We're done. It's off the rails. Upcoming year, I'm going to be on Joel's anime podcast. He knows an awful lot about anime TV shows. I primarily watch movies, so it was interesting when I threw out a couple of names to him and he didn't recognize the movies. I give him a bit of shtick for that. You can have an anime podcast but not know these seminal works. Truth be told, I'm just jealous that he gets to watch all these things for the first time. So I've given him a bit of homework, a couple of movies to watch, and then I definitely want to gauge his level. Like, where are you? What have you not watched yet? And then just be like, oh, I'm so excited for you. You're going to have such a good time. Oh, and then I'm going to try and hit the trifecta. You know, if I'm on Platinum Podcast in 2022, I'm on Joe's Anime Podcast. I'll try and hit the trifecta and barge my way onto Lucy's show. Because she did her awards this past month for, Guest of the Year. And I wasn't on the list. Then I realized I wasn't eligible because I wasn't on the show that year. I was pissed. So I'm going to try and sneak onto her show for just 5 minutes or even 30 seconds. Be like, hey folks, Adam McDermott, Guest of the Year, go vote. Boom, and then bounce. See if it works. Patreon growth, never been higher. Thank you very much. January 2021, 71 patrons pledging $172. January 2022, 117 patrons pledging $239. Increase of 39%. That's quite a high increase because most Patreons just kind of dwindle. It's rare for them to kind of, that's a huge increase. Ooh, I added a new Patreon reward. Okay, I'm trying to objectively have the best Patreon around. So on top, so patrons, on top of getting every single video early, at least day, sometimes up to 6, on top of getting video production updates, know what's coming down the pipeline way in advance. For example, the video schedule for all of 2022 is already up on Patreon. I'm not comfortable telling that to a bigger audience here on YouTube because if something changes or something shifts or something gets pushed, it's easier to update 117 people than it is to update tens of thousands. So that's why I'm comfortable just spilling the beans on everything. Patrons get an invite to a private Discord full of other like-minded, wonderful people. It gives you a direct line to me. On the Discord, we do a monthly hangout the first Saturday of every single month. These are epic. I initially said, we'll go for a couple of hours, but I think the average length these days is 5 hours. One was 11. Yeah, that was that was crazy. There've been a couple of really big ones, but yeah, the average is about 5 hours, and they're great. Bunch of nerds talking about video games, life, and general nonsense. On Patreon, I do a series looking back at older episodes of Platinum Journey. Part reaction, some episodes I haven't seen in years. Part director's commentary, show you what was going on behind the scenes. And part Q&A. You can write in beforehand if you have any questions about that episode in particular, the show as a whole. Share your own thoughts about the game I'm covering or just your general musings. I address all comments. Just went up, looking back at the Horizon Zero Dawn episode. The video is about 20 odd minutes of me watching back the episode and then 40 minutes of me answering comments. Already up on Patreon, there's I think 17 of these, about 12 hours of video. Yeah, you get that immediately. So on top of all that, the new thing added is I've been getting questions about a Platinum Journey t-shirt. So I looked into it. Merchandising is expensive for you. If you were to buy a Platinum Journey t-shirt, if I was to do an official Platinum Journey t-shirt and sell it, you would be paying about $28 for the t-shirt alone, and then you add in postal and packaging, which is probably another $4 or $5, which I think is ridiculous. For example, this t-shirt, $3. The plain black t-shirt I wear on Platinum Journey, $5. So it makes no sense just add the Platinum Journey text or with the new font, and then it's $30+. Like, that makes no sense to me. So here's what I'm doing instead. Patrons just get the high resolution PNG of the Platinum Journey title with the underline and also a vector image of it, so it's kind of infinitely scalable. So you can kind of go nuts. Put on a t-shirt, put on a mug, 3D print it, whatever. The font is freeware, by the way, so I can kind of do it whatever I please. However, I think would be nice is with the money you would save from buying the t-shirts through normal means, just kick a few bucks to the guy who's got a donate button on one of his sites. So yeah, everybody wins. All patrons get all rewards. I don't like gating stuff off. I find it cruel. because people are in different financial situations, different countries of origin, different income levels, different disposable income. And yeah, it's just generosity is generosity. You're helping me continue to make videos for years to come. So I don't want to, like if I said, hey, you can't get the videos where I look back at all the episodes of Platinum Journey, you can't get that, and then you're giving me, unless you're giving me $5 a month. Like, what's that, you know? Hey, poor, get out there, earn more money, and give it to me. No. All patrons get all rewards. Oh, link in the description, patreon.com/Adam McDermott. Very much appreciated. Video equipment. 2 years ago, I upgraded this camera. Last year, I upgraded my voiceover microphone. I will do a full setup video later on this year. And what I will do after that is in the video description, I will always have what equipment I'm using, so just for quick reference going forward. Some folks put Amazon affiliate links beside them. I'm not doing that. Like, hey, here's my camera, Amazon affiliate link. And then there's, nope. Camera, this is what it is. The upgrades I'm going to do this year, you might not notice. So I have an LED light and a softbox light. I'm going to switch those around. And, well, not switch around, I'm getting rid of the softbox light. And I'm going to use this, because it's quite harsh, as a fill light. And then I'm going to get a soft LED light as a key light. And then I'm also going to change this bad boy, my audio recorder. It's fantastic. It's one of these Zoom ones. But it just eats the batteries. Goes through 2 AA's in about 45 minutes, maybe. I haven't pushed it to its limit because if you run out of battery, you lose the file you're recording. So what's the point in having a camera there and record for hours on end if the audio recorder can't record for hours on end? I switched over this because the audio quality is better than what I had before, but it's just so goddamn stressful playing a difficult game like Metal Gear Solid 4, worried not only about this, but also about this. That will be changed after MGS4. But yeah, my setup in the next few months. Living situation. I think it's time for a change of scenery. I was not meant to be here this long. Once I finish MGS4, I will take a look around, see what's going on in the world. Making plans too far in advance is just, I've learned from the past year, it's not worth doing. I was meant to go to America a couple of weeks ago, that didn't happen. I was meant to go to the Music and Gaming Festival. I was going to document the whole thing. Start a brand new series called Different Worlds. Do a night either side in Washington, DC. Try a pint of Guinness in America. Probably be shit, but try it anyway. And then document this 24/7 nerd party. There's always next year. So after maybe March, look around and hopefully, I don't know, get my own place. Be nice. Record any time of the night or day without worrying about stuff or keeping people awake. And also I think I want to move this camera a bit closer for more intimate feeling, you know, where the outside world fades away and it's just you, me, and some brilliant games. Finally, some confirmed videos for 2022. Yearly traditions. There will be a PSN trophy update. What else? There will be a setup video, which I told you about. There will be a God of War video. I'm doing God of War 3. There will be a Resident Evil 3 video. I want to clarify the Resident Evil 3 thing. 2 years ago, I did Resident Evil 1. Last year, I did Resident Evil 2. This year, I'm doing Resident Evil 3. Next year, I'm doing Resident Evil 4. If the remake isn't out, I'm doing HD. If the remake is out, I'm doing HD and the remake. The year after that, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's your clarification, because some folks ask, hey, are you going to do Resident Evil 7? Yes, in 4 years. So hopefully give you an indication that I'm not going to be around just for this console generation. I'm going around for the PS6 as well. And closing out the year, I will be doing looking back at 2022. I did looking back at 2020, didn't do looking back at 2021 because it was just more of the same. But I will be doing looking back at 2022 because I have a feeling it is going to be a banger of a year. There we go, folks. That is the channel update. Thank you for following me along these past 2 years. Here's to many more. And until next time, cheers. I was meant to say take care. Until next time, take care.